Speaker, I yield myself the balance of my time.
Gentleman recognized for the balance of the time.
I want to respond quickly to some of my friend's points, Mr. Speaker, and I want to go back to the essential reality that we're facing. Number one, last year when the President asked for $1 billion more for NIH, we said it's not enough. We're going to give you $2 billion. Last year, the President submitted a request for CDC. We looked at it and said, you know, it's not enough. You evidently don't care enough about public health, Mr. President. We're going to spend more money. This year, he brought us a request to try $1 billion of discretionary spending away from NIH. My friends on the other side were as appalled as we were. We said, no, Mr. President, you're not going to take $1 billion out of NIH in a dangerous time of disease. We're not only going to keep that money there, we're going to put more money, additional money than you asked for. And we said the same thing about the CDC, and so we will do it. In terms of what's been done, the minute the Zika virus appeared and the administration asked for emergency money, Hal Rogers, the chairman of the committee, responded and said, spend whatever it takes. And indeed, the administration has done that. My friends seem to suggest that there's something that hasn't been done, yet they never tell us what that one thing is. The reality is the administration's had the money to do everything it's wanted to do. This bill provides more money on top of that. Our senators are proposing even more. So we go to conference to figure out the appropriate amount and whether or not and to what degree it should be paid for. I would hope it's all paid for. It should be, because we have the funds to do that. So to suggest that there's some sort of failure of funding is simply not true. And my friends know it's not true. To suggest that we're not willing to put the money here would suggest that recent history has no relevance, because we've put more money here than the President asked us to put, and we've committed to put even more going forward. So the only difference here, and what drives my friends into a frenzy, is that we actually want to pay for this. They simply don't. They think, let's just put another $1.9 billion on the national credit card. This is a great excuse to do that. Well, we're not prepared to do that, but we are prepared to respond to the legitimate needs of the American people and use the resources that we have. So, Mr. Speaker, in closing, I agree with my colleagues on the other side. We should address the issue. We disagree with the other body on how to do it, and we'll go on from there. Mr. Speaker, I look forward to working with my colleagues in conference on these issues. I yield back the balance of my time, and I move the previous question on the resolution.